Exclusive contract novel from Falun Novel Network. Beijing circles bold blockade. My song has been expropriated by the state. Su Bai travels through a parallel world on a singer's body. I was about to embark on a life of cheating, but unfortunately, I was banned by the Beijing circle. Fortunately, the Awakening system participated in the official competition and the song Wanjiang shocked everyone. Directly requisitioned on site, enter the finals without injury. I didn't expect him to sing a song, and the official requisitioned one. A song called Wanjiang was taken by the propaganda department. A song, Loyalty for the Country, taken by the army. A song, As Long as It's Ordinary, taken by the Ministry of Medicine. A song titled The Story of Youth in China was stolen by the Ministry of Education. A song called The Strong Rose, the Women's Federation personally came to collect the copyright. Faced with such a situation, Su Bai felt very helpless. Wool can't be caught and pulled. Falun Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. Just crossing and being blocked by the Beijing circle. You are listening at novelfull.audio. By Gu, I just received news that the song Good Voice has removed you from the competition. By Gu, the masked singing soldiers have also deleted your notice. Brother Bai. Kyoto. Su Bai's home. Assistant Zhao Maimai keeps reporting the latest news to Su Bai. Su Bai sat on the sofa with a bewildered expression on her face. He has traveled through a parallel world of cultural and entertainment backwardness. And his predecessor was also a celebrity. Big stars. It seems very impressive. But is the current situation not right? By Gu, why is this happening? Didn't we just offend Arthur Chen alone? Why did all these programs suddenly terminate their cooperation with you? Zhao Maimai looked at Su Bai. I thought I was fooled by anger and said with great sadness. Su Bai's mind paused for a moment before she realized. Did you offend Arthur Chen? Terminate all cooperation. Hear this. Su Bai understood. He has been banned. Chen Arthur is the son of Chen Kaiga, a renowned director in Beijing. And he also has a title, Prince Jinghuan. Chen Arthur usually likes to hang out among those little celebrities. Find a sense of presence and superiority. Offending him is equivalent to offending the Beijing area. It seems that I have been banned by the Beijing circle. And the lockdown in the Beijing area means the lockdown of the entire entertainment industry. Simply put, the future is gone. And then unable to participate in any variety shows, performances, or the like. This is for a singer. Basically, it's a fatal blow. Because those variety shows and other programs are a very impressive way of exposure. The most important thing for celebrities is the popularity brought by exposure. Pull it. Completely pulled. Su Bai felt a bit helpless. In just one short day, I have almost completely disappeared from sight. Ding ding ding. Su Bai's phone rang. Hello, hello. Su Bai picked up her phone and whispered in her ear. Mr. Su, I am the desired daily staff member. Due to a temporary change in the content of our program, you are no longer suitable, so I'm sorry, we cannot cooperate anymore. A female voice came over the phone. Su Bai was momentarily taken aback, and then understood what it meant. Okay. Before Su Bai could finish speaking, the other person hung up the phone. Ding ding ding. Then a bell rang again. After connecting, there are staff members from other programs. The same argument applies. Why are all these people like this? We're all shouting and beating like street mice. I'm just flipping my face and not recognizing anyone. Zhao Maimai also heard the sound coming from the phone. Very displeased, he spoke for Su Bai. Alright, it's okay. If it's okay, I'll go set up a stall. Su Bai quickly adjusted her mindset and comforted her. Ding, another sound sounded. Su Bai picked up her phone and saw that there were no phone calls. Ding. Congratulations to the host for activating the Divine Level Entertainment System. Ding. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the Beginner Gift Pack. Is it enabled? Su Bai suddenly realized that the sound was coming from her own mind. Open. Su Bai was excited in her heart, but her face remained unchanged as she silently recited. Ding. Congratulations to the host for obtaining Divine Level Singing Ability. Divine Singing Ability. With the most perfect singing voice, able to present the most perfect voice. The electronic sound of the system kept ringing in Su Bai's mind. Divine Singing Ability. Su Bai's pupils dilate. It's full of surprises inside. Immediately. Su Bai couldn't wait to try. He pulled Zhao Mai to his study. He transformed the study into a small music practice room. Come, Wheat, how about listening to my song? Su Bai said to Zhao Mai. Then he sat quietly and started singing. The airflow produces sound through the vocal cords. The voice of Su Bai rang out. Just one sentence. Let Zhao Mai's face show a surprised expression. Nothing else. Only clean ears. Su Bai's voice is too clean, too clear. This is basically impossible for an adult to achieve. But Zhao Mai heard it from Su Bai. The voice of Su Bai continued. A burst of high notes immediately reached Zhao Mai's ears. That feels like layers of waves hitting the eardrums. The song ends. In Zhao Mai's beautiful eyes, only endless shock remains. Brother Bai. Did you sing this? Zhao Mai stuttered and asked. She hasn't heard Su Bai sing before. But compared to now, it's just a world of difference. Who else can it be if it's not me? Su Bai already knew the result by looking at Zhao Mai's expression. When did your voice become so clean? That treble is at least E3, how can it be achieved? Zhao Mai asked after him. Su Bai just smiled but remained silent. Bai Gu. There is a program on CCTV. Join. You go participate. This is an opportunity. This program is hosted by the country, no one can stop you from participating. And with extremely high value, only the top domestic singers are qualified to compete on the same stage, while others are all cannon fodder. If you were in the past, you might not even be able to pass the audition. But now, I feel like you have hope. Zhao Mai suddenly remembered something. Like a desperate situation, he exclaimed in an excited tone. Done. Upon hearing this, Su Bai didn't hesitate and decided directly. Chapter 2. The Eternal Faith. Shocked everyone. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Soon, Su Bai completed the registration for the Xiagua Meisheng competition. A few days later, Su Bai also successfully passed the audition. But audition is just a rough screening process. Next, there will be a very formal interview. After all, this is specifically organized by the state. It's not excessive to have more programs. Interview waiting room. Countless people were anxiously waiting. Su Bai is also one of them. He also saw many acquaintances here. But those people are avoiding themselves like they are avoiding the plague god. Su Bai didn't say much when she saw the situation. Just waiting quietly. But there were constant voices of discussion reaching his ears. Isn't Su Bai completely sealed off by the Beijing circle? Are you stupid? This is a national program, how can Jinquan Niu intervene in this competition? I've heard of this Su Bai before, and his level is very average. I don't know how to get through the audition, but when the interview starts, I'm afraid it won't be embarrassing. This interview was very rigorous, and the interviewer had several big shots sitting on the sidelines. But it's good to have garbage like him here to better highlight us. How are the songs you prepared? I've been picking for a long time but haven't found a suitable one. The songs for the national team are quite good, but the difficulty is too high. It's the same. If I had the level of the national team, why would I come here? But many songs require the level of the national team to be sung. Some people who know Su Bai keep whispering. Su Bai closed her eyes. Start building the song to be sung in your mind. There are not many restrictions on songs in this interview. As long as it is related to the country. And it doesn't matter whether it's the original song or not. But when it comes to the official competition, it must be your own original song. For singers, this is still very challenging. In the memories of Su Bai's past life, there are still many songs about the country. And none of them have ever appeared in this world. Take it out and it will be the absolute original song. But Su Bai is in a difficult position. There are too many, I don't even know which song to choose. It's like someone else has even touched a girl's hand. And like the emperor, there are countless concubines in the harem. It's equally difficult to choose which one to sleep with. Hey! Helpless. There are some hardships in life that one can only bear on their own. But soon Su Bai was confirmed. That is the popular song Wanjiang from my past life. The significance of the song Wanjiang is to express the patriotism and faith of the people of Xia country. The greatness and glory of our motherland are sung between the lines. It is also suitable for the interview. Su Bai. Come in for an interview. Su Bai had just finalized the song when it was his turn to interview. Hello examiners. Su Bai pushed the door open and greeted her. Immediately, the two familiar figures of Huang and Tengayer were reflected in Su Bai's eyes. The specifications for this interview seem a bit high. The most important thing is that these two people are not sitting in seat C. All sat in corner seats. There are a total of 9 interviewers. In the middle are 3 spirited elderly people. You have 2 minutes of preparation time. Once you're ready, just start. The interviewer glanced at Su Bai's information. No waste of time, just say. Upon hearing this, Su Bai did not hesitate. Speak directly. He sang the lyrics of Wanjiang with an incredibly deep yet powerful voice. The red sun rises in the east, and its avenue is full of rosy clouds. How fortunate I was born into your arms, carrying a bloodstream. Difficulties come together, blessings come together, and we stand firm. Our country has a belief in benevolence and eternal love for thousands of years. When this chorus falls, the examiners present were immediately stunned. Everyone no longer lowered their heads, their eyes widened and they stared tightly at Su Bai. Because this song was actually sung with a female voice. Crosstalk. Although this technique is not very difficult. But what surprised them was Su Bai's boldness. In such a rigorous interview, surprisingly, a crosstalk singing technique was used. And their surprise goes beyond that. What surprised them the most was the lyrics. Our country is full of benevolence and love. A belief that will never die out for 1,000 years. In just a few words, they felt the grandeur of Xia country and the vastness of mountains and rivers. After years of vicissitudes, joys and sorrows, separation and reunion, the land of Xia still shines brightly in the sunset. So, when Su Bai finished singing these few lines, a feeling that they had never experienced before rose from their hearts. This sense of national pride that arises from singing. Make their hair stand on end. Just these few lyrics completely captivated them. This lyrics resonate deeply with the fiery and yellow bloodline in their bodies. What is their purpose for organizing this competition? It is to select songs that can represent the Xia country. What kind of bullshit were those people singing before? Compared to the song I'm listening to now, it's just trash. It's what we're looking for. That's the sound. They exchanged a glance at each other. Everyone saw the excitement in each other's eyes. Just as their hearts were surging. When the body's hot blood is burning. The voice of Su Bai rang out again. This time, the singing once again left them all stunned. Chapter 3. Opening Your Mouth Shocks. Trembling. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Write about the sky, only a corner of the long sun and moon. Draw the earth, only a corner of the mountains and rivers unharmed. Throughout history, for 5,000 years, heaven and earth have looked up together. Only Huang, with a calm heart, can travel to all directions. When Su Bai sings to this point, all the interviewers were stunned. Their eyes were all very focused on Su Bai. They even forgot that this was at the interview site. But immersed in the vast scene constructed by Su Bai's singing. Everyone was shocked one by one. Their eyes were filled with shock. Some even shed tears in their eyes. The emotions conveyed by these few lyrics are too strong. Let them directly empathize with it. They are all very convinced that this is definitely an original song. They haven't heard of it. Who wrote these lyrics? So grand and majestic. This kind of talent. This pattern. It was originally a very rough word pile. It even sounds a bit like a second tier. But now it's in this song. Sung by Su Bai. Let them all have goosebumps on their bodies. And the Su Bai in front of them is no longer Su Bai. But rather a slowly unfolding historical picture. This painting scroll contains 5,000 years of Xia dynasty's history. Xia Gua has experienced countless hardships. However, the prosperous era still exists today. This is a poem that has been recorded for 5,000 years in the Xia dynasty. The songs of Su Bai stirred up their faith in their hearts. Okay. The interviewer in the middle clenched his fist. To suppress the excitement within oneself. In his opinion, the lyrics of Su Bai are like a poem. Having exhausted the tumultuous years of the Xia kingdom. And the interviewer next to him closed his eyes. Immerse oneself in the singing of Su Bai. Even lightly tapping on the armrest of the chair. On stage, Su Bai was also immersed in the song. Entered a state of selflessness. And the second lyrics were also sung from his mouth. Strolling the flowing light, brick by brick, time has soaked the red wall. Sighing at withering in glory, one flower and one wood are filled with sorrow and joy through the vicissitudes of life. Hengba Huang, the hometown in the heart of Jiuzhou Yi say. Only Huaxia stands out with its sharp edges, and the road is in full bloom. Sing a few lines of lyrics. All the interviewers present couldn't hold their breath. Even Han Hong was so excited that he stood up with a swoop. Because Su Bai's seemingly simple and peaceful words and phrases. There is a tremendous power. Every word pierces deep into my heart. Let the national pride and patriotism of those present burst forth in their hearts. They are all professionals. That's right now in front of this song. They can no longer objectively evaluate good or bad. But it's just that only Huaxia is shining, and the road is in full bloom. This lyrics made them tremble all over. It gave birth to an indescribable feeling in their hearts. The quality of the song is meaningless. It's enough to make them deeply resonate and boil with passion. The red sun rises in the east, and its avenue is full of rosy clouds. How fortunate I was born into your arms, carrying a bloodstream. Difficulties come together, blessings come together, and we stand firm. Our country has a belief in benevolence and eternal love for thousands of years. If at the beginning when they listen to this lyrics, they are just moving words. Now listen to this lyrics again. The passion in their hearts has been completely ignited. They are all getting older one by one. But they all want to sing along. I want to shout along. Roar out the 50-100-year history of Xia Kingdom. Roar out the resilience and indomitability of the Xia people. They are proud. They are proud. Born in Xia country, how honored it is. That's the belief in the Xia ethnic group. Just like how lucky I was to be born into your arms in the lyrics of Su Bai. Oh, I was still thinking that if no one could come up with a decent work, I would write a whole song. Now it seems that Xiagua has successors in any field. We don't lack talent. The old man in the center spoke up. Upon hearing this, Han Hong also felt ashamed of himself. She also prepared a song. But that song doesn't even stand out in front of Su Bai's songs. Besides the lyrics, singing skills are also important. After calming down, they only then discovered the strength of Su Bai's singing skills. Except for reverse transcription. It also incorporates the singing style of opera. Without 3 to 5 years of hard work, it would never have produced such a perfect effect. And they found that Su Bai's vocal talent was simply unparalleled. Clean and clear. This is their greatest feeling. This song's impact on them is also closely related to their voice. This kind of voice is rare among adults. But this kind of voice best reflects the heart of a child. And Su Bai's singing skills are not lacking. At least 10 years of immersion is necessary to achieve such an effect. Talented yet hardworking. Under the combination of various factors. Only then did they all lose their composure. Wow, wow. What song is this? Why haven't you ever heard it before? Blooming with excitement. I wipe it, it's amazing. The lyrics are amazing. Is the person inside Su Bai? How could it be said that it's a female voice? Fake. Absolutely fake. My teacher can't even achieve such singing skills. Just then, the people waiting for the interview outside heard Su Bai's singing. One by one, they started shouting loudly. Shocked everyone. Chapter 4. My song was expropriated by the state. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The red sun rises in the east, and its avenue is full of rosy clouds. How fortunate I was born into your arms, carrying a bloodstream. Difficulties come together, blessings come together, and we stand firm. Our country has a belief in benevolence and eternal love for thousands of years. Su Bai continued to sing. Everyone suppressed their inner excitement. At this moment, the whole place was quiet. This atmosphere can almost hear the sound of needles dropping. Every note seems to hover in the air. Let everyone feel a solemn atmosphere. All interviewers are immersed in it and unable to extricate themselves. They just saw Su Bai. I just feel ordinary and unremarkable. I didn't expect to bring them such a great shock. And the lyrics really match this game. After singing a section of the opera, Su Bai. In the last paragraph, it switched to a male voice. Strolling the flowing light, brick by brick, time has soaked the red wall. Sighing at withering in glory, one flower and one wood are filled with sorrow and joy through the vicissitudes of life. Hengba Huang, the hometown in the heart of Jiuzhou Yi. Only Huaxia stands out with its sharp edges, and the road is in full bloom. It sounds like a different flavor in my heart. The song is over. The last sentence of Su Bai's voice seemed to be still swirling indoors. The lingering sound lingers on the beam. And the entire interview room scene seemed like time had come to a standstill. All the interviewers were so shocked that they couldn't speak. After a while, under the leadership of the most central one, all interviewers present, everyone stood up and applauded for Su Bai. Several elderly people even shed tears of excitement in their eyes. How many years have passed? They haven't heard such a soul-shaking song for many years. This song by Su Bai completely opened up their minds. The memory instantly pulled back to the past. Everyone who grew up under the red flag. All have been deeply influenced by red culture. Who can remain unmoved in such an atmosphere? Heartless. They have always pursued the belief in red. At this moment it was perfectly presented in front of them. The song sung by Su Bai remains brilliant even after its brilliance. This painting of history will only become even thicker. Okay. 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 The elderly person led by Huang Mingxian said hello 3 times in a row. He is the deputy minister of the propaganda department. There is something that can make him say good 3 times in a row. But I have never given it to a young person. But no one questioned it. They even want to loudly praise Su Bai. At this moment, Su Bai conquered everyone present with just one song. All of this was achieved by Su Bai with true strength. Su Bai, right. Where did you come from in this song? Huang Mingxian asked Su Bai with a hint of kindness on his face. This is my original song. Su Bai explained. Original. Did you also write the lyrics? Huang Mingxian was taken aback and then asked. Yes, I wrote all the lyrics and music alone. Su Bai answered honestly. Upon hearing this, all the people present were surprised. Su Bai's singing skills are beyond words. It can definitely be considered a genius in that category. But the words were all written by Su Bai himself. That would be a bit abnormal. Is this without any shortcomings at all? Everyone present looked at each other in confusion, with an expression of disbelief on his face. But they all believed in it in their hearts. Because Su Bai has already performed well enough. And geniuses are very proud. Not to lie about such things. And it's not their fault for being so shocked. You should know that Zhou Jieluan is also a famous genius. Composed countless pieces of music by oneself. It also has an absolute sound sensation. But such people have to rely on others to write their own words. It can be seen from this. Write lyrics and compose music like Su Bai. How amazing a person is who has achieved everything to the extreme. Why didn't we discover such talents early? I want to directly apply for this song now, but I have already released all the news about the competition, which makes it very difficult for me to do. Huang Wenxuan said very dejectedly. He didn't expect that the audition had just ended. I encountered such a song during the interview. Rocket started the game. He believes that there will never be another song that can compare to Su Bai in the future. Actually, we can just make an appointment and come up with a format. No, it's too troublesome. I can't wait to take this song as the promotional theme song for our Xia country's history. Let's find a way. Unexpectedly, a song by Su Bai put these interviewers in a predicament. It can only be said that they never expected to be amazed during the interview process. After all, this interview did not specify originality. Su Bai looked at the debating interviewers and didn't know what had happened. I can only wait silently and helplessly. After a while, finally, Huang Mingxian, the leader, only spoke to Su Bai. Su Bai, we just discussed that your song will directly enter the finals, and there is no need to participate in the remaining stages. You go back first and come to the publicity department tomorrow to see me. Huang Mingxian instructed Su Bai and waved his hand to let her go first. Upon hearing this, all the other interviewers showed a different expression towards Su Bai. They knew that Huang Wenxuan had taken a liking to Su Bai. Su Bai walked out of the interview room with some confusion. It looks like it didn't pass, otherwise it would definitely be a happy expression. Don't mention the trash, but who was the female voice you just heard? It didn't come out either. Are there any other candidates inside? That female voice is truly amazing. I've fallen in love with this voice. Don't make me snatch. After Su Bai left, everyone else was discussing it. P.S. The opening data of the new book is very important. The author is seeking free flowers and review tickets. If the data is good, the author will add 10 chapters today. Chapter 5. Huang Lao supports Su Bai, knocking the mountain and shocking the tiger. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The next day, Su Bai came to the propaganda department. After arriving, Su Bai did not encounter any obstacles. It seems that Huang Mingxian had already said hello in advance. However, the appearance of Su Bai, but it brought a considerable sensation. Attracted countless gazes. Is he the person who made Huang Lao Lian shout, "Good," 3 times during yesterday's interview? You look a bit handsome, you sing so well. People's lives are really different from each other. If Huang Lao takes a liking to them, it's like flying up a branch and becoming a phoenix. After seeing Su Bai, countless people said with complex emotions. Under the leadership of Su Bai, I quickly arrived at Huang Mingxuan's side. Huang Lao. After opening the door, Su Bai shouted. Su Bai, you're here. Sit and sit. Huang Mingxian was very happy and said to Su Bai. After listening to Su Bai's song yesterday, he was shaken for a long time. He even listened to the recording from yesterday's interview all night long. This also gave him a deeper understanding of Su Bai's talent. Although he is the second in command of the publicity department, but he values Su Bai very much. By the way, I haven't asked which entertainment company's artist you are yet. Huang Mingxian inquired about it. I was just terminated a few days ago and now I'm alone. Next, I plan to sing online, and becoming an internet celebrity is also a good idea. Su Bai said with a hint of self-deprecation. Has the contract been terminated? You're such a genius, they're blind and terminated your contract. And isn't being an internet celebrity a waste of your talent? What's going on inside, tell me. Upon hearing this, Huang Mingxian couldn't believe it and said with a hint of anger. He is well aware of the tricks in the entertainment industry. There are many things where capital buries talent. But now things have come to his head. Then he must take a good look at what's going on. Yes, he has taken Su Bai's matter as his own. Su Bai's song will be accepted by the country. Isn't hitting the face of the country like hitting the face of Su Bai? I offended someone and was banned from participating in any programs. However, it doesn't matter. Actually, if I sing and write songs online myself, it's not necessarily worse than being a celebrity. And I am also very free. Su Bai said very sincerely. He does think so. In the entertainment industry, one needs to see too much from others. You can easily offend people for various things. And for mixed networks, it's still good. There are not so many restrictions. But these words didn't sound the same to Huang Mingxian anymore. He seemed to feel Su Bai's deep helplessness. Between celebrities and internet celebrities. I believe most people would choose celebrities, right? Let's not discuss this matter for now. Let me take you out for a walk and take a look at our publicity department. Huang Mingxian said to Su Bai. Su Bai didn't say much, and he wouldn't rush to help either. But it's still possible to do some things. The publicity department is the direct regulatory department of the entertainment industry. There are many eyeliner of the propaganda department within the department. What is the trend? Everyone in the entertainment industry will know. His purpose of personally leading Su Bai around is to knock the mountain and shake the tiger. Let the people who sealed off Su Bai consider carefully. Quickly, Huang Mingxian took Su Bai to stroll around the publicity department. I arrived at the recording studio all the way. Singing came from inside. Xiao Su, how does this person sing? Huang Mingxian asked Su Bai. It's pretty good. The basic skills of light have already surpassed many people. Su Bai's airway. This person inside may sound good to ordinary people. But to his extraordinary ear, there was a lack of flavor. I can only say it's okay. To be honest, this is the best singer in our publicity department. But he is far from being compared to you. Huang Mingxian said with a hint of meaning. No, my singing is just average. Upon hearing this, Su Bai quickly humbly waved his hand and said. Let's go, continue to take you on a walk. Huang Mingxian didn't say much and patted Su Bai's shoulder, saying. So they basically went through all the places in the propaganda department. This also means that Su Bai and Huang Mingxian met with everyone in the publicity department. They walked with their front legs, but their back legs caused a lot of discussion. This person has so much face that Minister Huang can personally lead them, which can be considered the first one. Damn it, people are more popular than people. If I could be taken around, it wouldn't be like achieving great success. Does he have any other identity? I'm afraid he's also a second generation, isn't he? Otherwise, just relying on a song to be accompanied by the second in command. These people were all very surprised. The second in command of the entire publicity department. That high. Level 1 is terrifying. But at this moment, he was talking and laughing with a young man. This scene seemed so unbelievable to them. At the same time, various jealous thoughts also surged wildly. I wish I could squeeze into the position of Su Bai. Be the one who stands out in the limelight. Some thoughtful people have spread the news here to the entertainment industry. For a moment, Su Bai caught the attention of many people. Through this matter. If sealing off the people of Su Bai is really capital. Huang Mingxuan's approach really has some effect. But Chen Arthur, who sealed off Su Bai. He is completely dumbfounded. It can be seen from just pretending to be a force among small celebrities. Completely brainless typical. In a luxurious KTV private room. Chen Arthur sat on the sofa with a very gloomy expression on his face. He also learned about Su Bai's situation in the propaganda department today. After learning this news, he's confused. Why does Su Bai have such a strong background? Ah Chang, have you understood what I asked you to inquire about? Chen Arthur asked the person beside him. I've figured it out, he just sang a song because Huang thinks it's good. There is not much relationship between the two of them. Ah Chang respectfully said. I thought. Since that's the case, then increase the sealing force. Chen Arthur's expression relaxed. He was sweating nervously just now. Previously, it was because Su Bai didn't cooperate and pretended to be coerced. That's why we ended up like this. I didn't expect so many little moths to be killed after being banned. He plans to give Su Bai some more strong medicine. I have my father to support me, you're nothing. Chen Arthur angrily cursed in his heart. After hearing Arthur Chen's words, Ah Chang quickly arranged it. Soon. Countless entertainment companies and television stations have officially notified Su Bai of their non-cooperation. They all didn't take Su Bai to heart. Just an 18th-tier celebrity. I usually don't deserve their attention. But due to Arthur Chen's reasons, Su Bai also entered their field of vision. And they also heard about Huang Lao and Su Bai. Combined with Chen Arthur's attitude, they have a premonition that something good will happen soon. Looking forward to it one by one. Can you become a top-tier player by reaching the finals in Chapter 6? A person who can fight. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Xinghan Entertainment. Su Bai's previous company. Some gossipy girls are discussing the matter of Su Bai. Who are you saying is not good to provoke Su Bai? Chen Arthur is a representative of the Beijing area, so it can be provoked. It's a pity, Su Bai looks good. If she's not banned, she still has a chance to stand out. I've watched some good shows. I heard he's now being valued by the second in command of the publicity department and banned by Arthur Chen. I know about this matter, which is strange to say. Where can Su Bai be valued by Huang Lao? They are all discussing passionately. At this moment, a voice interrupted them. Shut up. Everyone go work for me. Do you all have time to gossip? A few days ago, in the national competition, how many artists from our company entered the official competition? I think you gossip every day and ruin the company's atmosphere. A senior executive from Xinghan Entertainment has arrived. He slammed the document in his hand onto the table and angrily exclaimed. The company has dozens of artists. Only 2 people were able to enter the official competition in the end. When the top management of the company found out about this, they flew into a rage. They all know the importance that the country attaches to this matter. This time, we need to select songs that can represent the country. If you can be selected, it would be a supreme honor. If their company can win this honor, stocks can at least continuously hit the limit up for half a month. But now there are only 2 people. How can this not make him angry? This is a flying opportunity. The next day, the official competition begins. It is an outdoor competition venue. A super large stage has been specially arranged above. And it was packed with densely packed cameras. There are unmanned cameras even above the sky. Can ensure that this game is captured in all directions without blind spots. And the audience who came to watch was countless. At first glance, at least tens of thousands of people. All the audience's faces were filled with excited smiles. This is a grand event. After all, the chosen theme song is for national promotion. It can also be considered a song representing the Xia kingdom. They are all looking forward to it very much. I want to see what kind of song can win. And the singers in the backstage are also looking forward to it. As long as you can make it to the semi-finals, you'll have a good face. They all nervously said in their hearts. As a participating singer, Su Bai was not backstage. Because he was directly selected to enter the finals. So there is no need to consider any competition before the final. At this moment, he sat in the audience seat. Quietly waiting for the game to begin. This competition can be considered a grand event in China's summer, and the country attaches great importance to it. Who said it's not? You should know that the number of singers who have signed up for the audition has already exceeded tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands. Do you know how many people have entered the official competition? How much? Only 300 people. I'll go, choose one out of a few hundred people. And this is only an official competition. Most singers' ultimate dream is to reach the semi-finals. In this way, the difficulty of entering the finals is like reaching the sky. That's right. In this competition, you can basically see the top young singers in the country. Unfortunately, there is an age limit, otherwise what kind of grand event would it be for those older generation song kings and queens to come and compete? This is to represent the country, it must be vibrant. You're also saying. The discussion among the surrounding audience fell into Su Bai's ears. This has given Su Bai a deeper understanding of this competition. However, he still felt that these people's statements were somewhat outrageous. The ultimate dream of most participants is only to enter the semi-finals. Is it as difficult as reaching the finals as reaching the sky? Su Bai, who has been designated to enter the finals, said. What they said was a bit exaggerated. But what these audience members will say next? Make Su Bai feel that he is still conservative. I don't know how many top-tier players will be born in this competition. How to say it? You're stupid. Being able to pass the audition is already very impressive. As long as you can show your face in the competition and perform similarly, you can become popular. If you can make it to the finals, then becoming the top tier is not a problem. By the way, this is a competition that everyone is paying attention to, and the traffic is simply terrifying, right? Also, this time the audience is from all age groups. As long as you perform well, you can go straight out of the circle and enjoy it for all ages and genders. Listening to these, Su Bai doubted life. These people's remarks are outrageous. Can you become top tier by entering the finals? Is top flow so simple? Every year, so many entertainment companies go crazy creating stars. How many can become the top stream? Thanks to the efforts of the entire entertainment industry. I don't know how many years it will take for one to appear. And this competition can become top tier just by reaching the finals. You should know that 10 people entered the competition this time. Which game directly gave birth to the top 10? Terrifying. Exaggerate. It's too exaggerated. Su Bai can't listen anymore. Quietly waiting for the game to begin. Fortunately, we didn't wait too long. Now we invite the first contestant. It can also be said to be a combination. TF Boy. In the host's words. The competition has officially started. I'll go, rocket at the beginning. Woo-woo, male god. My youth. I thought I would never see them three together again. I didn't expect the three of them to reunite because of this game. The scale of this competition is too high. It's so exciting. I don't know how many surprises there will be later. At the moment when the TF Boy first appeared, the whole scene was boiling. They are also considered the youth of many young girls. All of them are rocket. Now that three people are working together, it's simply amazing. At that time, one of them had a concert. Countless star-chasing women wore wedding dresses to attend concerts. Enough to see their heat. Soon, the three of them began to sing together. At the moment when the song is sung, the cheers of the whole audience rang out again. Although the audience was very enthusiastic. But the judges on the judging panel were not very happy. Because their singing is far from Su Bai's. Once experienced the sea, it is difficult to turn into water. The singing of TF Boys doesn't arouse their interest at all. After singing a song. Not bad, I didn't expect their combined strength to be decent. This is quite good, should we be able to advance to the semi-finals or even the finals? The audience argued. They all think it's good. However, the judges' scoring results were beyond their expectations. Unfortunately, all the judges were eliminated. I hope our TF Boy continues to work hard. The host announced the final result. The whole room was in an instant uproar. Unexpectedly eliminated. Not to mention the finals, I didn't even make it to the semi-finals, is that ridiculous? The audience were all stunned. They know that the standards for this competition are very high. But I didn't expect it to be so outrageous. What kind of singers are there behind? Can eliminate TF Boys here. Chapter 7. Su Bai's finale comes out. Black curtain. No, it's. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. The whole audience looked at the judges with incredible eyes. They don't know what kind of singing is needed to impress them. Under such strict standards. The song that can win is definitely the pinnacle of strength. This made the audience even more excited. Next up is Li Ronghao. The host's voice rang out again. I'm going, and the big-eyed male god is also on stage. I don't know if the strong faction can pass the judges' standards. Nonsense, it's clearly an idle faction. When Li Ronghao appears, the whole audience also heard enthusiastic applause. If the previous TF Boy was an idol, so Li Ronghao can be considered a real powerhouse. Then, Li Ronghao's voice also sounded. Undoubtedly, he is a powerhouse. Speaking conquered the entire audience. But the audience was keenly aware. The judges in the judging panel did not show any smiles. But with a very serious expression on his face. It seems very pessimistic. What's going on? All the audience were very puzzled in their hearts. Let's sing a song. Beyond reason, as expected. Li Ronghao was also eliminated. Ward FA, what kind of song can really impress the judges? The audience present were completely bewildered. Can't even a powerful faction like Li Ronghao. I'm going to die. Some of them used to think that it was difficult to become the top tier in just one game. But look at the current situation. If we can make it to the finals, that iron will definitely become the top stream. After all, even someone like Li Ronghao can't make it to the semi-finals. Those who can make it to the finals. What kind of pervert should it be? When the audience is all discussing. The judges have eliminated several talented singers in a row. This makes the audience's scalp tingle. Even the host couldn't bear to watch anymore. He came to the judges' side. Wanjiang, we can't eliminate it anymore. The audience is starting to be dissatisfied. Moreover, several seeded players have been eliminated, and if there are no quality songs in the final, there will be trouble. Host Su Bai said to Han Hongdao at the far end. He couldn't help it anymore. If he doesn't come to remind. Keep going like this. Then all the singers may be eliminated. Okay, I got it. Han Hong said something to Sabening. The expression on his face was very helpless. All she's thinking about now is the song sung by Su Bai. It's not that she belittles other singers. It's a comparison between the songs of those singers and Su Bai. It's simply the difference between heaven and earth. However, we still need to take some care of the emotions of the on-site audience. Otherwise, one mistake could be an accident. Subsequently, Han Hong spoke to several other judges. Sure enough. In the following filtering, their standards have slightly decreased. And one person was fortunate enough to enter the semi-finals. It's Zhang Jie from the powerful faction. However, it can also be considered as a popular expectation. Seeing someone finally make it to the semi-finals. The audience also breathed a sigh of relief. If it weren't for someone successfully advancing. They almost thought this game was a formality. The champion has already been predetermined. Time flies. After a few days, our competition has finally entered the final stage. Congratulations to Zhang Jie, Lin Junjie, and 9 others for entering the finals. Sabening said. The entire audience followed closely with enthusiastic applause. The experiences of these past few days have truly shocked them. As if bathed in the feast of music. They couldn't help but feel that this competition truly lives up to its reputation. It openly demonstrates the outstanding strength of the country in the field of music. Each singer presented intoxicating pieces of music. It fully showcases the singer's singing skills and emotional investment. Every note is so passionate. Every lyric deeply touched their hearts. They were deeply attracted by the magic of music. This is not just a music competition. More like a grand display of national music culture. Apart from those well-known singers presenting songs. Folk songs from other ethnic groups have also appeared one by one. They are well aware that this is a rare and stunning music journey. It will become a beautiful memory for their entire lives. The kind that will never be forgotten in a lifetime. And the 9 people standing on stage at this moment. It is a singer who has been recognized by all the audience. Each one has incredibly high popularity support. The next 10 singers will perform one by one, and the judges will not have the right to choose. The final champion song will be selected by audiences across the country. Sabening announced. This final is a live broadcast for the whole country. And everyone can vote. And cheating is not allowed. The online police are all very concerned. Strictly monitor any ticket brushing behavior. Wow. I didn't expect the official to be so grand and give us such a serious choice. The audience present was very pleased. Throughout history, many official choices have left them very dissatisfied. But now the right to choose has been handed over to them. That song must be sought after by the people. No. Didn't 9 people make it to the finals? Why did 10 people sing? Suddenly, doubts arose in the hearts of all the audience. It will take a while. All the audience came to think about it later. Is there something wrong? This is the voice of all the audience. They carefully counted the 9 people on stage. There are indeed 9, that's right. But Sabrin wouldn't have made such a basic mistake, would he? It's like this, one of the works has already advanced to the finals. Let's invite the last singer, Su Bai. Sabrin had long known about this situation. Also timely led Su Bai out. Wow! An uproar broke out in the whole room. Su Bai also made his debut with the thunderous sound of the whole audience. Suddenly, incredible gazes were all focused on Su Bai's body. How could someone be predetermined in such a fierce and strict competition? All the audience present were stunned. I don't know what kind of situation this is. But no matter what, everyone else's songs have been verified by them. They have nothing to say. But looking at the sudden emergence of Su Bai now, they are all angry. Black curtain, this must be black curtain. Suddenly, the entire audience raised their fists and shouted loudly. They are very emotional. Developing in an uncontrollable direction. They had already felt something was wrong before. Now I see someone advancing to the finals ahead of schedule. There is indeed a problem. Sabrin is also a timely control of high emotional intelligence. But all the viewers didn't buy it. Well, you can only listen to the song and see the true story. However, Su Bai's song should be sung as the finale, otherwise I'm afraid that if he sings, others won't need to sing anymore. And with such a solemn competition, please believe that our official team won't be joking. Huang picked up the microphone directly and said arrogantly. The whole audience heard what was said. She also nodded slightly thoughtfully. One by one, they stared at Su Bai with fierce eyes. I want to see how Su Bai performs. Chapter 8. A song goes, moving everywhere. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The stage went out, and 9 people formed a circle with nothing in between. Suddenly, melodious music sounded, and the singing voice of Lin Junjie, known as the walking CD, slowly flowed out. My country and I are inseparable for a moment. Wherever I go, a hymn flows out. I sing about every high mountain, I sing about every river. Fluttering smoke from cooking, a small village, with a rut on the road. As Lin Junjie's melodious singing drifted out, the audience at the scene closed their eyes. At this moment, the images depicted in Lin Junjie's song appeared in their minds one after another. The beautiful mountains and rivers, the smoke from cooking, are as peaceful as a paradise on earth. This is the life that everyone yearns for, peaceful days, and everyone's expectation. My dearest motherland, you are the ocean that never dries up. Forever give me, blue waves and clear waves, the song in my heart. My dearest motherland, you are the ocean that never dries up. Forever give me, blue waves and clear waves, the song in my heart. The last 2 repeated paragraphs sing out Lin Junjie's gratitude to his motherland. Describing our motherland as the ocean, she has a tolerant heart and nurtures everyone. This also sings out the voices of everyone towards their motherland. Everyone is very grateful to Xiaogua, who slowly stood up from the era of weakness and poverty, straightened their spine, and made every country in the world face them. The higher the quality of education received, the more love one has for their country. Many people now feel choked up in their throats, and the status of red songs in their hearts is special. It can touch the heartstrings of many people. Lin Junjie's creative perspective is also very unique, as he thanks his country from his own perspective. It is also easy to make the people on site resonate with him. After singing this song, the second light immediately followed. This is also an old singer. Red song will never make mistakes, and everyone has become accustomed to his state. Following closely the third, fourth, fifth. The singer sang along. Zhang Jie is the ninth. He stood in front of the audience, his lips opening and closing, and the music slowly flowed out. Zhang Jie's high-pitched voice, combined with the high-pitched melody, made everyone's blood boil. The arrogance of young people represents the confidence of the entire country, and they are very excited to hear it. I wish I could rush up and start a career now. If Lin Junjie's songs can make people feel the gentle embrace of their motherland and their gratitude to their motherland. So Zhang Jie's song is to inspire every person who is struggling, to never turn back, and to run in the right direction all the way. Not to mention that other people in front also sang very well. At this moment, everyone is harboring grievances in their hearts. The first 9 people are all so powerful, can the 10th person really hold a place? I don't know how much capital the 10th person actually used to have his mother set up such a big platform for him to support him. Be careful not to be unworthy of morality and get backlash. If the 10th person didn't sing as well as one of them, the team would probably be labeled as a resource coffee for a long time to come. However, such people are not willing to die. What a huge resource and capital. Next, we have to accept the backlash from netizens. The popularity of passers-by is bad, and it is almost impossible to stand firm in the position of a top-tier celebrity in the future. Just as everyone was gossiping in their hearts, a clear and beautiful female voice rang out. The red sun rises in the east, and its path is full of rosy light. How fortunate I am to be born in your arms, carrying a blood stream. Difficulties are shared, blessings are shared, and we stand firm on our spine. A clear and beautiful female voice was heard, and in an instant, the entire audience was stunned. Just one sentence sang into their hearts. With the development of the internet era, more and more messages have been received. After learning about the situation abroad, everyone felt that Xia was not easy. They all marveled at the efforts of their predecessors in Xia country and how lucky they were to be born in Xia country. Born in the summer, one will not freeze to death in winter because they are not of the wealthy class. I won't worry about dying at any moment every day because of war. Of course, I won't worry either. One day, I will be sold by the people above for money. This song expresses everyone's voice. They all wanted to tell their country a long time ago that being born in Xia country is fortunate for 3 lives. Across the 8 wastelands and 9 continents, the hometown in one's heart. Only the Xia kingdom stands out with its sharp edges, and the road is in full bloom. Singing here, most of the audience on site had already choked up. This song easily entered their hearts, and the female voice was clean, beautiful, and without any noise. The emotions expressed are also very pure, and they can move everyone's heart more than their previous singing performances. They haven't experienced this feeling for a long time. It's strange to say that this person is the finale, and their strength is indeed above these people. It's not surprising that the production team didn't allow this girl to participate in the competition. If they had listened to her singing from the beginning, they probably wouldn't have heard anyone else's singing at all. At this moment, the interlude is over and the female voice continues to sing. The audience finally realized and went to search for the figure of the female voice on stage. After watching for a long time, I realized that there were no girls on stage at all. But in the midst of everyone, they know the person standing on the lifting platform. Su Bai. Upon closer inspection, Su Bai's mouth opened and closed, singing Wanjiang. The audience was stunned by this scene. The girls they originally thought were actually Su Bai's cross-dressing. Zun do fake do. Are their eyes not blurred? Is what they see true? Is such a clean and beautiful female voice really sung by Su Bai? Did Su Bai really sing so well before? Why do they think it's not? Su Bai really gave them a big surprise. Such a beautiful singing voice, it's like spring water cleaning my ears. In an instant, I feel like I've heard those songs before. That's a song. That's just a mess of filth. This clear and beautiful singing voice, sincere lyrics, and passionate and warm melody speak the hearts of every summer person and also express their long-standing aspirations. As the lyrics say, it is difficult to deal with, and the ancestors of Xia Kingdom have achieved their current peace through hard work. Sharing blessings together, in order to ensure that everyone can live a life of food, clothing, and warmth, the current Xia Kingdom must overcome all difficulties and ensure that the younger generation all study. Many of the audience members were already in tears, covering their mouths and sobbing uncontrollably. At this moment, Lin Junjie and Zhang Jie, whom they had praised so much just now, were not worth mentioning in front of Su Bai. No wonder. No wonder the production team covered Su Bai so tightly. If Su Bai appeared earlier, all the songs sung by the singers in front would be dull and uninteresting later on. The production team gave them a huge surprise. Su Bai's cross-dressing can be said to be the best of the game, not one of them. Chapter 9. The Transcendent Meaning of the Lyrics of Wanjiang. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Crying could be heard from below, but surprisingly, no one spoke. The low sobbing voice, accompanied by Su Bai's singing, echoed throughout the entire audience. Not only the audience, but even the celebrities on stage are filled with tears. They are able to have the current way of life, but is it not a kind of trust that the country has given them? At that moment, the second paragraph sounded. The red sun rises in the east, and its avenue is full of rosy light. How fortunate I was born into your arms, carrying a blood stream. Accompanied by the sound of Su Bai, someone noticed the meaning of this lyrics. In just a few words, I understood the bright road after the establishment of the Xia Kingdom. Inheriting a bloodline and flowing, doesn't this mean that their Xia country's bloodline and culture, which have lasted for thousands of years, have never been extinguished? 5,000 years, a whole 5,000 years. Looking at the world, there is no country with 5,000 years of continuous civilization. At this moment, an archaeology student present suddenly thought of a sentence their professor said: the biggest difference between our country's archaeology and other countries' archaeology is that our cultural relics can be verified. For example, we dug up a bronze artifact from a chariot, but the horse and chariot were separated, and the reins had already broken. We have no way to verify how the reins were actually tied to the chariot. This city cannot find the answer, but in another city, we have found the answer. Although not from the same dynasty's civilization, the technique of tying chariots is the same. There are not only complete statues, but also literature records. This situation is not visible to you in other countries. This incident is enough to demonstrate the importance of Xia civilization, which has inherited a bloodline. Not just physical blood, but also keeping up with the bloodline of culture and civilization for thousands of years. Difficulties are shared, blessings are shared, and the backbone is raised. This sentence has hit the hearts of countless Xia people. This is a live broadcast. Everyone knows and never forgets that humiliating history. In that turmoil, we did not break our own spine. Even in the face of various difficulties and blockades from foreign countries, we chose to stand still and earn money. Not only do our martyrs know that in order for a country to gain dignity, it must stand tall and upright. No matter what difficulties you encounter, you cannot fall down. Fortunately, Xia has so many wise people who are loyal to their country and not afraid of sacrifice. With them, Xia Gua had the current situation. After the situation in Xia country improved, he never forgot to ensure that his people had enough to eat, wear warm clothes, and get rid of poverty. The current Xia country has gone from tightening its belts to almost completely lifting itself out of poverty. Just as the lyrics say, Xia Gua is truly a place of shared difficulties and blessings. At this moment, everyone is amazed by Su Bai's lyrical ability. Being able to write lyrics so deeply is something that many old singers cannot achieve. Our country is vast, with a belief in benevolence and immortality that lasts for 1,000 years. We write about the sky and only write about a corner of the sun and the moon. Draw only a corner of the earth, mountains and rivers are unharmed. The audience below were mesmerized and savored the lyrics carefully. The lyrics of both sections are the same, but the first one was shaken by Su Bai's clear voice. Now I have been moved by the lyrics. Yes, Xia Kingdom covers a vast territory with a large population, but it never bullies others or instigates wars in various parts of the world. From the past to the present, the slogan of Xia Country has been mutual benefit and win-win cooperation. Of course, it's just a slogan, and naturally not many people believe in it, but Xia Gua not only said it, but also did it. For decades, most countries have seen Xia's attitude clearly, and gradually they have come to believe Xia from the bottom of their hearts. And Xia is also the only country in the world that has developed peacefully. How could the people of Xia not be proud of this? Looking up and down for 5,000 years, heaven and earth have looked up together. Only Xia Kingdom, with a calm heart, can one go all the way. This lyrics touched the pride of all the listeners present. Yes, only Xia Country, and only Xia Country has never launched aggression against foreign countries in this world. No matter where you go, Xia Gua can achieve a clear conscience. This is Xia Country, never showing off its strength and status by bullying that country. They never hesitate to talk to anyone about the development and history of their country. This is the pride that Xia Gua brings to everyone. Strolling the flowing light, bricks and tiles, time has soaked the red walls. Sigh at the withered glory, the flowers and the trees' joys and sorrows that have gone through the vicissitudes of life. The hometown in the heart of 8 wildernesses, 9 continents, 1 color. Only Huaxia stands out with its sharp edges, and the road is in full bloom. A few short lines of lyrics describe the bitter history of China and also express everyone's nostalgia for their hometown. Xia Kingdom, whether it is a turbulent era, a peaceful era, or an era of hard struggle, is a country that people aspire to. Her people have never abandoned her, even in extremely difficult times. Some people pretend to be crazy and travel thousands of miles to come back and build her. They are not only for the Xia Kingdom, but also for their own descendants. This is the national charm of Xia Country, and it is also a charm that no country in the world has ever had. The red sun rises in the east, and its avenue is full of rosy light. After singing the lyrics, everyone was immersed in this one line. It is both the beginning and the end. This indicates that the Xia Kingdom has just begun and that it will never end. The red sun rises in the east, and the glow covers the entire sky, which is exceptionally beautiful and unforgettable to anyone who sees it. And Xia Gua, like a newly rising red sun, shines brightly, while the road ahead of her is also covered with rosy light. The future of Xia Kingdom will definitely be as they expected, with a bright future ahead. The minister will definitely disappoint her people, absolutely not. Every line of the lyrics in the song, Wanjiang, can leave a lasting impression on people. A simple song that recounts the thousands of years of history of the Xia Kingdom and recounts the pain it has suffered. Of course, it also expresses the love and affection of every Xia person towards Xia Country. And the tender longing of homesick wanderers. Regardless of the type of person, hearing this Wanjiang song will resonate with them. No matter where they are or where they are, they will definitely resonate with this song. This song brings people's thoughts to a high degree of unity. In this lifetime, we will not regret entering the country of Xia, and in the afterlife, we will still be Xia people. We should strive for self-improvement. How can the hard work of our predecessors be buried in their hands? We must revive the Xia Kingdom. Chapter 10. The Unquestionable Strength of Su Bai. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. After singing this song, the whole audience fell silent, with no one speaking. Even the sound of everyone's breathing seemed to be audible. The stage lights lit up, and the other 9 singers couldn't help but feel unbelievable as they watched the scene so quiet. They stared down for a long time, very nervous. This is a live broadcast, even if they don't sing very well, it shouldn't be silent, right? Moreover, those standing on this stage are all talented singers. Although Su Bai was airborne, they also heard her singing just now. So, how could anyone think that her clear voice was not good? So what exactly is going on? Why don't everyone say a word? Everyone standing on stage at this moment is very nervous. Even though Su Bai knew he sang beautifully, he couldn't help feeling nervous when faced with the audience in this state. What the hell is going on here? Why are the audience not speaking? I sing very well myself, both national team members Huang and Huang Lao say they sing very well. If it weren't for Su Bai's poor singing, he wouldn't have become the champion directly. The process of this competition was not like this at the beginning, and Su Bai also knew it. But what exactly does this mean now? Why haven't these viewers reacted yet? Pop. The sound of applause suddenly appeared in the corner of the studio. This sound is like a clock, ringing through everyone's mind. People who were immersed in the voice and lyrics of Su Bai woke up one after another. Everyone stood up fiercely and applauded incessantly. The entire studio was filled with applause, and everyone applauded very hard. Even if they hurt their hands, they didn't care at all. Su Bai. I don't know who was the first to shout in the crowd, and this sentence was like the key to opening Pandora's box, instantly causing the entire audience to boil. Su Bai, I love you. Su Bai, Wanjiang is really beautiful. Su Bai. Su Bai. The voices of the audience shouting Su Bai were incessant. Su Bai stood in the middle of the 9 celebrities and bowed deeply to the audience. Thank you all for liking me. I will continue to work hard in the future. Ah. Su Bai. It's really amazing. Su Bai, you're really handsome. So gentle. My husband is so gentle. Su Bai, I love you. Wanjiang sounds so beautiful. Su Bai, I love you, I love Wanjiang. The crowd below seemed to be crazy, causing a lot of commotion. Everyone began to whisper. To be honest, I really think Su Bai sings so beautifully. It's the first time I've heard such a beautiful song. Me too, I'm really a fan of Su Bai. Lin Junjie, Zhang Jie, and so on, you can skip them. Hahaha, actually I'm here today for Zhang Jilai. Although his performance is also excellent, I still prefer Su Bai's singing. I've been a fan, really a fan. I must play this song to my grandfather when I go back. My grandfather has fought before, and hearing this song will definitely make him very happy. Yes, this song not only expresses our gratitude in our hearts, but also expresses the expectations of the older generation for Xia Kingdom. Su Bai is the biggest dark horse. I used to say that Su Bai was the help of capital, slapping face, really slapping face. But this slap made me willingly. At this moment, not only are there sighs in the audience, but even powerful singers like Hong sitting below cannot help but stand up and applaud. Their gaze fell on Su Bai. This young man has enormous potential and will definitely create even better works in the future. They are starting to look forward to what songs will be created by Su Bai in the future. I can't wait to throw Su Bai into the studio and write songs now. This idea may seem crazy, but it is the most genuine one in their hearts. And at this moment, the screams behind them were incessant. They looked at Su Bai with fervent eyes, as if seeing the deity in their hearts. Su Bai, I will always support you. Su Bai, the song you sang is too good. Su Bai, I love you. Even several people holding flowers wanted to rush up to offer flowers to Su Bai, but were stopped by security guards. Su Bai. Ah. Su Bai. I'm here, look at me. Look at me. Su Bai, I like you, give you my flowers. Su Bai didn't go to see that person. Crazy, these people are just too crazy. This is the first time Su Bai has met such a crazy fan. He looked at everyone below and knew he might get angry. Finally, Su Bai and his team left the stage, and the audience was about to leave the studio. Unable to see Su Bai, the crazy fans gradually began to calm down. They couldn't help but argue, Su Bai's singing is really beautiful. It's the first time I've heard such a clean voice, and I really want to have it. Don't dream anymore, that's Su Bai. To be honest, I used to think that the champion this time might be either Lin Junjie or Zhang Jie. Both of them are strong players, much more powerful than the big-eyed boy. So when I heard that there was another champion, I didn't take it seriously, and even thought that the production team must have some tricks. Now it seems that I think it's my fault. Where there is Han Hong, how could there be a scandal? That person clearly said that what she hates the most is the scandal. If there is really a scandal, she will definitely not let the program continue. Everyone knows that Han Hong's background is not simple, and no program team dares to offend her. And she will do what she says, so there will definitely be no problem. But they had selectively overlooked this matter before. Su Bai is much more powerful than them. After listening to Su Bai's Wanjiang, I have no idea in my mind what those contestants are singing. Haha, me too. I thought I was the only one like this. I didn't expect you to be like this too. People who don't know each other, because Su Bai's songs are lively, there is no sense of unfamiliarity. At this moment, Su Bai came to the backstage and saw that Huang Mingxian had already been waiting there. Mr. Huang, Su Bai walked over and said. Great Su Bai, I'm really satisfied with today's performance. Huang Mingxian smiled with wrinkles all over his face, indicating that he was truly happy from the bottom of his heart. Suddenly, Huang Mingxian restrained his smile and said, Su Bai, it's like this. Wanjiang wants to acquire this song, and I want to ask for your opinion. I am willing to submit Wanjiang to the country. Su Bai agreed without hesitation.